6, Justin Hawk. Number 10, Gio Reyna. Number 12, Johan Penaranda.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hands, stand proudly, and please join us in the singing of the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, U.S. Soccer and the Development Academy welcome you to Sports Soccer Village for the 2018 Development Academy.
72 U-18-19 U.S. Soccer Development Academy teams started their season 10 months ago with just one goal. Today, only NYCFC and the LA Galaxy remains, and after 90 minutes, one of them will be crowned champions of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. I'm your host, Mark Serban. It's a pleasure to be with you for this U-18-19 final. NYCFC comes in the number 13 seed, won their semifinal 1-0 over Crew SC Academy. Will the LA Galaxy come in the number 21 seed, beating the Vancouver Whitecaps 2-0 after extra time. It's an LA Galaxy side that lost in what was last year the U-17-18 final to the Houston Texans. And for players like Zico Bailey, Ulysses Yanis, and many others, they also lost in the U-15-16 title in 2016 to FC Dallas. So they're hoping to make it third time lucky for this LA Galaxy side. LA Galaxy has won the U-15-16 title twice in 2011 and 2014, but have never won at the oldest age group. And this is the 18 that are looking to change that for the LA Galaxy today. So many weapons on this LA Galaxy side. Efrain Alvarez, who already has 8 goals in just 7 games played at the USL level, has been tremendous in these playoffs. And you have other players like Alex Mendez as well, and Ulysses Yanes, who was the 2018 U-16-17 West Conference Player of the Year, even though he spent the whole season playing up with these 18-19s. So this is an LA Galaxy side that is hungry for a championship. Efrain Alvarez and Alex Mendez leading the charge. Well, NYCFC, this is their first year at the oldest age group. And what have they done? They've gone all the way to the final. So looking to bring some history to the Blues in their first year at this level in the academy. What a tremendous job Matt Pilkington and NYCFC have done this season. Matt Pilkington, the East Conference Coach of the Year, and this man, Justin Hack, scored both in the quarterfinals and had the game winner in the semifinals in that 1-0 victory over Crew SC. That coming with just 6 minutes left from the number 6. Player Matt Pilkington said, fights every single day to be a pro, is so good in the way he handles himself, has been a great holding midfielder, but he said he's added goals to his game as well, and we've certainly seen that here in the playoffs. Justin Hack will be that destroyer just in front of the back line and the transitioner from defense to attack. The LA Galaxy in their final huddle, hoping that the third time's the charm. And just to your right, you can see the number 13, Traore, was sensational in the semifinal from his outside back position. He will look to get the ball and take on players, oftentimes cuts inside. And you have another player who can do just that, just in front of him, in Ulysses Yanes. And Traore, the first ever player to be signed by LA Galaxy 2 through their tryout process. The 19-year-old now with the 18-19 says it's NYCFC, the Blues in light blue to get us underway. LA Galaxy in their dark away kits will be attacking to your right. And Zaris intercepts right away. Has Alvarez for company. And he'll look inside, trying to find Yanes. Same starting 11 for the LA Galaxy that they had in the semifinals. Well, for NYCFC, only one change made to the side that beat Crew SC Academy. And it's Gio Reyna, who missed that game through injury, has come in here. And he has replaced Valko Petkovic. And right away, a free kick for NYCFC, as it was Reyna who was fouled. And Alvarez is going to get a talking to and an early booking as well from Samantha Martinez. And you're seeing stepping in late and getting that dragging foot of Reyna for Alvarez. So it's an early yellow card. And Alvarez will have to be careful for the rest of the game. Good look at Brian Kleban. Coach who said he has never seen this group of players enjoy themselves as much as they have during this playoff run. He says, I've been more hands-off with this group because they've been through the ringer before. They know what to do, and they are excellent professionals. So this is inside for Mendez. Had the game-winning goal in the 110th minute against the Vancouver Whitecaps on a deflected free kick. Mendez will be the leader in the middle of the park for this LA Galaxy side. Bailey gets back from Hernandez. Inside for Mendez. Lovely little touch off to Hernandez. And a great job by NYCFC to apply the pressure here, but the Galaxy have done well to play out of it. The flick on looking for the run of Anguiano, a bit too far ahead of him. And NYCFC get it back to their keeper, Johan Peñaranda. Sepulveda's over and cover and gets it away from Makic. Little chest back by Yanes for Traore. And now flying forward is Traore. Hack had the angle. And it's a good tackle from Justin Hack. But there you see the speed and the long, lengthy stride of Dieri Traore. Mendez over the top, just unable to pick out the run of Alvarez as it was cut out by Kwaku Owusu. Hack is strong on the challenge again. And this is Scally to bring it forward. Leaves it off for Gio Reyna. U16-17 East Conference Player of the Year, Gio Reyna. Spent preseason with the MLS side. As this is too far down the wing, looking for Will Sands, and it'll be a goal kick for Eric Lopez. Lopez has already started 3 games for LA Galaxy 2 in the USL. This is Zico Bailey. We'll roll it back to Ian Lonergan. Sands heads it away from Zaris, and it will be Zico Bailey's throw-in. 4th minute. Both teams still figuring each other out in this U18-19 U.S. Soccer Development Academy final. Hernandez. LA Galaxy doing a good job to solve the high pressure. And of course, right as I say that, NYCFC win it back, and that'll be a foul on Ulysses Yanez. And then Anguiano kicked the ball into Will Sands as he went down. And Traore is down behind the play. And here's a look. Sands cutting in. Yanez barreling into the back of him. And it looks really bad in slow-mo. Anguiano kicking that ball almost simultaneously with the whistle. So Traore gets up. Grew up in the FC Metz Academy in France, Traore. One of the most renowned youth academies in France. And came over on the tryout for LA Galaxy 2 and was signed. First ever player to come through that process. And developing really well here in his 6th start for the 18-19s. So it'll be a free kick. Gio Reyna's over the ball. Andres Jason standing over it as well. It will be Reyna. It's a good strike, and it skips off the top of the crossbar. That is the danger of Gio Reyna. So happy to see him in the final after missing the semis through injury. Just 15 years old, Reyna. And look what he can do. It'll be Lopez's goal kick. 7th minute. Best chance of the game so far. The free kick for Gio Reyna just moments ago. Nico Ben Alcazar. His throwing back to James Sands. Most recently with the U19 U.S. team in the Slovakia Cup. Intercepted by Hernandez. Ben Alcazar getting back. And this will be a free kick for the LA Galaxy rather than an NYC throw-in. This is Alvarez. Sprayed to the far side for Ulysses Yanez in a battle with Scally. This will be a fun one to watch all evening between these two. This is a good run from Reyna. Showed just a bit too much of it to Sepulveda, who clears it out. And it will be a throw-in for Kwaku Owusu. And here's a look at that tackle. You see just that heavy touch. Sepulveda getting the leg in. Well, another throw-in for Scally. This is Owusu. Over for Sands. Twin brother Will Sands starting it right forward. And this is Andres Jason. So crafty with the ball at his feet. Ben Alcazar. Reyna has space. He's thinking about it, steps into it, and hits it off of his own player and out of bounds. Unlucky for Reyna because he struck that well, but it will be a goal kick for Eric Lopez. Andres Jason, unfortunate to see that come off of him. It's an NYCFC side that was tied for the 9th best offense in the Development Academy. Well, that's really a full team contribution. 11 players have 5 or more goals this season for NYC. Ben Alcazar. Pressure being applied by Mendez, who commits the foul. Mendez committed to UCLA. Selected to the West Conference Best 11. It's another player who has a lot of experience at the USL level with LA Galaxy too, Mendez. Ben Alcazar shielding him well to win that free kick. And this is Reyna. Hack jumping into the attack. Trying to find the return ball to Reyna. Back to Owusu. Love the way he and Sands marshal this back line for NYC. And this is Polvara. Ben Alcazar. James. Zaris policing him. Into Hack. Does so well to know when to leave it off for a center back's Hack and when to push the envelope and go forward. Owusu slides it in for Sands. Hernandez steps in, but Sands able to keep it for NYC. Look at the way they interchange positions. Reyna has space again. Gets it out wide. Scally. Gets around Traore. Uses that long leg to get the block in, but it's the first corner kick of the game, and it goes the way of the New York side. Look at Traore. And Scally doing a great job to get back, or get up rather, from his outside back position. As the corner kick comes in. Galaxy win the second ball, and referee Samantha Martinez spots a foul. Martinez out of Cal South, assisted by Sarah Cortez out of Cal North on the near side. Andrew Hanks also out of Cal North on the far side. And Nick Balser out of Michigan is the 4th official in between the benches today. So it'll be a free kick for Lopez. Intercepted by Polvara. This is Jason. Looking to get a half yard of space on Zico Bailey. Able to get it in for Makic. Turns, strikes! And anytime it hits off a defender facing his own goal in the 6, it can go anywhere. This time, from an LA Galaxy perspective, lucky to see it go into touch. It's a good move from Jason. Able to get out the cross. Makic coming over, flashed it back across goal. And getting a foot in was Sepulveda. It was a great turn by Makic. Sepulveda. And there's a reason he was voted to the West Best 11. Inside for Polvara. Slid away from him. Alvarez. And Alvarez, so highly rated for his distribution. And that's one he'll want back. Ben Alcazar. Makic. Good hold-up play from the target man. This is Nico Ben Alcazar. NYCFC has had a lot of the ball through these first 12 minutes. The one thing Brian Kleban said he's really proud about his LA Galaxy side is, said when they were younger, we used to have a lot of possession of the ball. We didn't know how to play when we didn't have possession of the ball, or when teams were pitting us back or were able to counter us. He said over the last few years, we've really learned that we are now really good at defending not only counterattacks, but able to sit in low blocks when other teams have the majority of possession on us. That's something he's really happy that his side have sharpened that part of their game over the last few seasons. And you're seeing it here as NYCFC building it around the back, trying to find holes in this LA Galaxy defense. Owusu. Poked over the top by Owusu, but the offside flag goes up. So it'll be a free kick for the LA Galaxy in the 14th minute. Lonergan gets it back to his keeper. Bailey popped up his first touch. Not the best ball back for Lonergan, but he did well to shield it out of bounds so that Makic couldn't get to it. But it will be another corner kick for NYC. Sent to the back post. A player was arriving, and Scally slams it over the crossbar. A correction, it was Polvara. Well, that was very similar to how they scored their game-winning goal against the Crew. Polvara unable to get his effort on target. As it bypassed everyone in the fray, and arriving was Polvara. Unable to keep it down. Ben Alcazar with the header away. Throw in for the Galaxy in the championship match at the U18-19 level. 14.5 minutes played, still 0-0 between these sides. So it'll be a throw in for Hernandez. Zico Bailey. Ben Alcazar steps in. Makic feathers it along for Jason. This is Will Sands. Spins back to Reyna. He'll clip it over to the far side. Traore skies to head it away. Giannis. Scally not letting him dribble. And Giannis will be whistled for the foul. Has to be careful, Giannis. He's already had 2 fouls. Reyna is at the heart of everything this NYC side do going forward. He's in support for Ben Alcazar. Instead gets it inside to Polvara. Leaves it back for the run of Jason, but Zico Bailey is there, and he'll clear it into touch. Good play from Zico Bailey, who's committed to Cal State Fullerton. Zaris. Owusu. And this will come all the way back for Peñaranda. James Sands. Inside for Reyna. 2 national team players connecting. And that's smartly done from Ben Alcazar. Sprayed to the far side for Scally. Scally takes off. Leaves it out wide. Continues his run. Will Sands checks in. And now he'll step on the ball. And we'll get it back to Owusu. Ben Alcazar. Jason. Never afraid to put on a few party tricks, Jason. Works his way into the box. Polvara. Tried to cross it in. Alvarez gets it by Hack. Pushed back into Alvarez. It was a good job to get back and step in by Nico Ben Alcazar as Alvarez was looking to thread it through for Zaris. Jason. Ben Alcazar. Hack. Has space to pick out a pass. Flights it to the far side. And Traore is there. Went off of Sands last, so it'll be A goal kick for the LA Galaxy as we head into the 19th minute of play. NYC's high pressure has made it hard for the Galaxy to fashion any real menacing attacks in this early going. Sands wins it back. Ben Alcazar. Owusu will use Peñaranda. His sister plays for FC Fury's U-15 team. They had a feature game in Oceanside in their playoffs, and she was tremendous in that game. Kept a clean sheet against Beach FC, making some spectacular saves before they switched goalies. Two real talented goalkeepers coming out of the Peñaranda family. Warm night in Kansas City, 95 degrees. Traore with the intervention. He's flying forward, Traore. Goes down and wins the free kick at the edge of the box. Now, we see Mendez win the game in the semifinals with a free kick. We also saw him in the playoffs curl one off the crossbar. So this is his territory, although it's going to be a tough angle. So those two efforts were a bit more inside. This one more towards the corner, the top of the 18. Mendez is over it. Peñaranda in the center of his line. He has 4 in his wall. This is Alex Mendez. Almost a tremendous goal. Best opportunity for LA Galaxy so far. Yet it remains 0-0. It's Peñaranda's goal kick in the 21st minute. Happy to see that one fly by his post. Confident as ever, Peñaranda said we're all good. Poked away from Hernandez by Polvara, but the ball remained with the Galaxy. They're growing into this game just a bit, LA. Mendez checks in. Get away from Polvara. Hernandez. Bailey rolls it along for Anguiano. Unable to find Zeres as Sands gets it back to his keeper. Ben Alcazar unable to keep it in. Now it's the Galaxy's high pressure that's paying off. Zeres flicks it on for Hernandez. It's an LA Galaxy side. Zeres with the hit, but it was right down the goalkeeper's corridor. But it was struck so well. You see Peñaranda just oozing confidence. Had it covered all the way. Polvara. Scally. Owusu. Zeres applying the pressure. Sands. His pass intercepted by Anguiano. One back by Hack. Able to poke it forward for Reyna. Being hounded by Mendez, who stabs it out of bounds. Away by Sepulveda. Anguiano. This is Zeres. Good hold-up play from Aristotle Zeres. Bailey having trouble dealing with Jason, who wins it back. Hernandez to take it the other way. And it comes off of Ben Alcazar. So it'll be a throw-in for the Galaxy in the 24th minute. Traore over the top for Giannis. Wusu's over in cover. Plays like that. That's why he was voted to the East Conference Best 11, Kwaku Owusu. This will be a throw-in for Scally. We'll go back to Owusu. Owusu, one of many players on this NYCFC squad who have trained with the first team. Acrobatic clearance from Zico Bailey. Lovely skill from Polvera to get it out of traffic. Sands. Hernandez watching Ben Alcazar. Mendez intercepts. Efrain Alvarez trying to get it for Ulysses Yanez, but Owusu saw the danger. Reyna, Owusu continuing his run. That's a great ball slid in for Makic. And coming over is the keeper, and there's gonna be a foul right outside the box. And I don't think Sepulveda needed to commit that. Lopez was always going to get to that ball. But look at this, the center back passing it like he's a number 10. Oh, and that was close. That was very close. And you can't see from that angle where the contact came from. Either way, it's a free kick in a very dangerous position for NYC. And a yellow card shown to Sepulveda. That was one that could have been avoided. As there are now 2 LA players who are in Samantha Martinez's book inside the first 26 minutes. It would be Reyna on the right or Jason with the left. It's Reyna to the back post. Traore sweeps it away. Another early ball comes in, and Lopez is a boss in his area. Good distribution out to Zico Bailey. Back for Ian Lonergan. 27th minute. Hack. Zeres. Here's a look at that free kick. Deft clip across goal. Makic did this thing, putting it back into the danger area, but there were no takers in a light blue jersey, and then the early cross too deep, and Lopez will take those all day. As there's Traore setting off. He's dispossessed. Reyna flying right at the heart of the Galaxy defense, forced to hold up. The ball comes to Jason. Ben Alcazar. NYCFC will reset their runs in the 28th minute. Wusu drives it out wide for Scally. Scally looking to take on Traore. Gets in the cross, Sepulveda well positioned in a battle with Makic. Sepulveda wins it this time and calmly gets it forward for Mendez, who helps it on to Alvarez. Into Hernandez. Zares coming back. And that's good target play from Aristotle Zares. Quick free kick from Alvarez. Right onto the boot of Ulysses Yanez. He wants to run Yanez. He's able to spin, and he'll win the free kick. And this is going to be a yellow card. I believe it was Joe Scally who's the guilty party. Confirm that for you in a second. It is Scally who becomes the first NYC player to go into the referee's book this evening. So it's Alvarez who stands over the free kick. It looks like he might want to lop this one into the box because Sepulveda and Lonergan are getting forward from the back. Only 4 players making runs at the top of the box. It's sent to the back post, looking for Hernandez, who peeled away. Headed out by Wusu. Hernandez gets back to Bailey. He hoists one in. Cleared away by Sands. Reyna skies to win the header. And this one will come back to Lopez. Lonergan. Inside for Hernandez. Watching him like a hawk is Ben Alcazar. This is an LA Galaxy team that loves to get the ball in a little bit of space and turn and run at defenders and look to create off the dribble. But NYC doing such a good job of staying so tight to their man, not giving any time on the ball to even size a player up and take them on. Now Bailey setting off just a bit too far ahead of Anguiano, and Owusu gets it back to his keeper. Peñaranda, Anguiano continuing to chase. Peñaranda gets it away, headed back by Traore, but Anguiano's in an offside position, so he'll let it run. Just past the half-hour mark at Swope Soccer Village in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy Boys U-18-19 championship match between NYCFC and the LA Galaxy. We're at zeros, but both teams have had good chances. And that will be the hydration break. So a chance for both teams to catch their breath in what's been an entertaining first half hour. NYC has done such a good job to press high. Makic has done really well to win balls, hold them up in the box, and wait for the cavalry to arrive. He's also sent some dangerous balls across the face of goal, Makic. So far, this Galaxy defense has stood firm. Zaris, who's just come into your picture, he hit one well from the top of the box, but it was straight at Peñaranda. You see the players putting ice-cold towels around their neck as well. What a great job Matt Pilkington has done with NYC's 18-19s. Awarded the East Conference Coach of the Year. Matt Pilkington knows something about championships at this level, as he took Bethesda Olney's U18s to the final in 2014s, where they lost to PDA. Brian Kleban also knows what it's like to lose in a final. It's been a tough last few years for many of these LA Galaxy players, but they're back in the final, looking for a fairy tale ending this time around.
Let's go, come on, let's go.
NYC back onto the field. Jason's been very good with the ball at his feet, taking on players. And Reyna, ever the danger man. He's been so far today. Mendez almost scored with what would have been a world-class free kick. Ian Lonergan is committed to Cal, has also played 3 games for LA Galaxy 2. This water break taking about 3 minutes, so you can tack that on to stoppage time. It's a hot evening here in Kansas City, Missouri, at the beautiful Swope Soccer Village. Not only an idyllic setting, but a top-class facility. Home of Sporting KC's academy teams, also where their USL side Swope Park Rangers train. Alvarez slips it through, but the offside flag is up against Aristotle Zeres. James Sands drives it forward. Away by Sepulveda. Only as far as Reyna, being hounded by Mendez, who commits the foul. Hack. This is Sands, the James variety. Back to Hack, who comes back in between the center backs to receive the ball as they get out wide, which allows the wing backs to get up the field. And what they will do is either come in and be inverted wing backs to open up the space for the forward, as you're seeing here, is that ball just over Jason. Ben Alcazar came into the interior, which is what allowed Jason to come outside. If not, Jason will go in, and then the wing backs will take that flank. Good look at all the NYCFC substitutes stretching, making sure they're limber in case their number is called. Anguiano, one back by Will Sands, and this is Gio Reyna. Polvara. Hack, over for Scally. Giannis comes back to defend him. And so Scally will get it back to Owusu. And NYC will recycle their runs in the 36th minute. Sands looking for options. He certainly has the time to pick out a pass, as the Galaxy are defending in a low block. Good disguised ball from Nico Ben Alcazar for Reyna. Ben Alcazar continues his run, gets it into Makic, who couldn't get it back to Ben Alcazar. Hernandez spins and gets it into Alvarez. Bit of a heavy touch, and it's taken back by Will Sands. Hack, Wusu, Sands, Hack. Now he's gonna look to see if he can slide it through. Don't think Reyna was expecting that. Alvarez, unable to find the run of Ulysses Yanis. Inside for Polvara. Hack. Scally thinking about the early ball in. And Sepulveda smacks it away from Assad Makic. Owusu trying to venture forward. And Zeres will be whistled for the foul, much to the chagrin of the LA Galaxy bench. Well, they settled in here, NYC. Passing the ball around, just looking for any seams in the LA Galaxy defense that they can exploit. Owusu looking to create off the dribble. Gets inside Alvarez. And they'll go over the top of the block. It's a great ball. It's Sands. It's a good shot, but it skips wide. Well, that's how quickly they can attack you. Owusu unlocking the Galaxy defense by going over it. That's a great ball from the center back. And Sands laid it off for Scally. He's trying to pick out that far post. Sepulveda drives it into the feet of Giannis. Little flick on for Traore. Beautiful Ronaldo cut to get it away. That's not the best pass back for Anguiano, though. NYC looking to take advantage. Jason into the box. Forced back with it by the double team of Bailey and Lonergan. And they'll reset into the 39th minute. Ben Alcazar has a pocket to run into if he wants. He'll give it off to Hack. Skips it over to the far side for Scally. Scally gets inside. Still going Scally. And Traore pokes it away from him. Now it's Didi Traore to run. Long searching ball, asking too much of Hernandez and chesting it back to his keepers, James Sands. But Peñaranda electing to keep this one on the floor. Zeres doing the chasing. Love that he's always willing to do the dirty work. Aristotle Zeres. Traore. It'll be an NYCFC throw-in. Reyna. Along the ground for Ben Alcazar. Reyna wants it again. He's come back in and Hack has taken his spot. And the long searching ball for Jason Lopez comes out. Good interchange of positions from Hack and Reyna. As Reyna sometimes wants to come back and create from deep. One by James Sands. Taken away by Anguiano. Heavy touch. Giannis did well to get back and win it. And that's a heavy foul from a player who's already on a yellow card. Oh, correction, that's Will Sands. Good to see that Giannis is okay. And now Sands will get a talking to from the referee. Just saying no more. So there's the turn, and well, he did get the ball, but he came in from behind and did catch a bit of his ankle. Alvarez is down behind the plate, helped up by his center back, Sepulveda. Owusu intercepts. It's a good ball into Polvara. Leaves it off for Ben Alcazar. Zips it into the feet of Reyna. Taken away by Traore. Picks his head up. Out wide for Giannis. This is what Giannis loves. Thought he was going to take the player on. Instead, over-seasoned his pass that was looking for Traore. It comes all the way through to Peñaranda. Into the final 3 minutes of the opening 45. Plus whatever stoppage time will be added on by referee Samantha Martinez. Hack. Well, he did well to somehow keep the ball, Hack. And he's able to dice his way through. Now Hack, running at the heart of the Galaxy defense. Leaves it off for Reyna. Oh, it was an ambitious flick. He's looking for the feet of Makic. Instead, it's Giannis to go the other way. Now Giannis will look to take the player on, and Owusu is so strong in the tackle. Sands does well to get right back up and keep the ball for NYC. Ben Alcazar drifts into the attack. Jason, Ben Alcazar on the overlap, and Bailey read it. Good anticipation from Zico Bailey. He has it poked away from him by Jason. This is Makic. Back to Reyna at the top of the box. This is his territory. and it took a deflection off Sepulveda. Third corner kick of the game for NYC.
2 minutes, Alex! Alex! Start to wake us up! Charlie, find your man! Charlie, find your man! Charlie, find your man! Cinco double!
There's that hold-up play from Makic again. Finds Reyna. Was going for the curler, but Sepulveda was in the path.
No, Efra, no! Uli, help!
Well, he's picked out the corner plenty of times, Reyna. And if Sepulveda wasn't there, it may very well have been 1-0 NYCFC.
Hey, organize!
Ben Alcazar,
That's out, good.
and unable to rescue it. On the far side was Joe Scally.
You never know, hey! Relax, DA!
So it'll be a throw-in for Didier Traore.
Nico, no messing around, man.
Great article written on him by the LA Galaxy insider Adam Serrano. Does tremendous work for the LA Galaxy.
Every play, settle!
Final 30 seconds of the first half before the board goes up for stoppage time.
Come on, Jordi, yeah. Bueno, Mendez, a dormir. Poke it, just poke it.
Good job by Jason to escape the pressure of Mendez. And it's opened it up for Makic. Running it on Guiano. Makic pulls it across.
Relax, Eric! Eric! Hey, Leo, Ian.
Needs to have a bit less pace on it
Look, hey!
and be a bit further away from goal. As there will be 4 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half. It was great play by Makic to put himself into that position. Then cross comes shot, flashing across the face of Eric Lopez's goal, but nothing to concern the big number 75 in the end.
Wait for everybody! Wait for everybody!
Lopez getting everyone forward.
Go win it, Efra! Segunda pelota, Mendez, Charles. Segunda pelota, Alex.
Reminder, we'll have more championship matches for you tomorrow here on USSoccerDA.com. The girls U-15s, FC Dallas will take on Legends FC. At the 16-17 level, it will be the Nationals against Real Colorado. Same start times as the games tonight.
Relax, Toto. Let him go back. Let him. That line's tight, Leo. Hey, time and space, read the body. Screen, George, screen. Screening, Alex.
James Sands
Recover.
waits for the run of Scally.
Alex, all the way, man.
Will Sands helps it on to Scally. Scally able to get it before it went over the end line, and it'll be a corner kick instead of a goal kick, thanks to the incredible effort from Joseph Scally.
Early service, wait.
That's an 85-yard run he just made. He's able to win the corner kick. Can NYC find the opener in first half stoppage time? Now Reyna will have to hold on to take the fourth corner kick of the game. Samantha Martinez not happy with some of the fisticuffs going on in the box.
We challenge, George. Challenge.
It's a good ball from Reyna. And 2 NYCFC players were going for it and rather cut themselves off. Owusu puts it back across, but it pops over everyone and out of bounds for a goal kick. Lopez out of Westminster, California will come over to take. Tenth start of the season for Eric Lopez.
Get out of there, Alex. Push it.
Bailey
Can't lose it.
would have played through the double team, but it was too far ahead of Jorge Hernandez.
Recover all of us.
Ben Alcazar brings it down with a velvet touch. Leaves it off for Andres Jason. Plays it low across the face of the box. And this one sliced out of bounds for a corner kick. 5th of the half for NYC. Well, the clearance needs to be better. And now can NYC punish LA? Reyna's corner, bounces all the way through. Hack to retrieve on the far side. Gets around Lonergan. Hack to put it across. And it's cleared away by Sepulveda. It will be another corner kick. This is the final few seconds of the first half. Lopez continuing to bark instructions at his defenders. It'll be another corner kick for Gio Reyna. This time he plays it back. Chance for a shot. It was always rising, and that will be the last action of the first half. 0-0 between NYCFC and the LA Galaxy after the opening 45 minutes. Chances at both ends, but neither side able to bulge the back of the net. And we go into the break scoreless. We're going to step aside here on USSoccerDA.com, but we'll be back with you for the second half. We're all set for the second half of this U-18-19 championship match. 0-0 between NYCFC and the LA Galaxy. So it's the Galaxy who will get us back underway. Samantha Martinez just setting all her watches. Final 45 minutes, and we will have extra time if necessary, and penalties if necessary. Both teams still looking for the breakthrough. Traore loses out to Sands, and then flies into Sands. And now the referee gonna come over. Has to have a word with Traore for sure. He's gonna talk to his fourth official first. So Samantha Martinez in conversation with Nick Balser. Now checking on Sands. And now a yellow card is gonna be shown to Traore. So an early yellow in the second half. Here's a look, and yeah, definitely sideswiped him as he went past. I think he just didn't want him to get down the line. Oh, certainly cynical from Traore, who heads this one away.
Yellow card issued in the 36th minute to LA Galaxy, number 13, Traore.
No changes at halftime. Same 22 who started. Over the top for Giannis. Giannis trying to get it to the back post. And quickly off his line is Peñaranda. Sands inside for Reyna. Spins Alvarez. And Anguiano got a foot in. Hernandez. Bailey back to Lonergan. And here comes that high press from NYC. How do the Galaxy solve it? With a gorgeous chip ball out right onto the foot of Traore from Eric Lopez. Now Traore galloping forward. Zeres came in and held off as Traore gets it back to Alvarez. Over for Mendez. Leaves it off for Anguiano. And out wide for Zico Bailey. Rolls it along for Hernandez. Draws the double team. And it's off of Hernandez last. Head coach Brian Kleban screaming for him to move the ball quicker. Zeres doing the chasing. This is excellent industry from Zeres, forcing NYC into their own corner. James Sands trying to play out of it. Great patience from Sands. Gets it out. What a ball from Reyna. Getting there first is Lonergan. Bailey. Alvarez is screaming for it in the middle, and instead, Bailey goes back with it. And they'll work it from side to side, the LA Galaxy in the 49th minute. Traore. Giannis. Two of them combining. Two U16-17 Conference Player of the Years out here. In the West Conference, Ulysses Giannis. And in the East, Gio Reyna. Reyna has had a bit more of an impact on this game than Giannis has up to this point. Traore screaming for it. Hernandez obliges. Heavy first touch from Traore. Right to Sands. Gets it in the middle. And good defending by Efrain Alvarez getting back. And that ball redirects to his keeper, Lopez, who rolls it short. Lonergan. Sepulveda. Have to be careful with the ball in your box. Traore able to keep it in. Good stick from Dante Polvara. And the double team, Alvarez wins out. Has it poked away though by Scally. Hernandez overtakes. And he's brought down. So it'll be a free kick for Alex Mendez. Quickly over for Alvarez. And the referee wants a moment to have a word with the Galaxy player, even though the foul was committed by NYC. Now they play it. Hernandez lets it go, and it skips into Peñaranda. Knocks it down to his feet. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Ambitious effort from Hernandez, but he got it on target. Traore's header. Hernandez. Mendez brings it back to Terra Firma. Out wide for Bailey. Bailey forced back with it. Will bypass Lonergan to his keeper. Lopez looking upfield. Great ball to the feet of Giannis. Now he'll spin. Uwasu coming over to police him. Oh, it's over the top looking for the run of Zaris. And that is why James Sands is rated so highly. Hack plays the simple ball. Uwusu gets it back to Hack. Skips through the double team. Traore wins it. Crowded out by 3 NYC players. And Traore intercepts. Well, did that go off of Polvara? Yes, as the assistant referee on this near side. Matt Pilkington out at the edge of his technical area. Helped on by Mendez. Hernandez dilly-dallied on the ball a bit too long. Lonergan makes the intervention. Now the Galaxy looking to go the other way. It's a good spell for the Galaxy to start this second half, after sitting back for much of the first half while NYC possessed. Sepulveda. Well, nobody making that run over the top. Zaris doing the chasing once again. Needs help from those runners in behind, but instead Sands skips through. This is Will Sands. Scally on the overlap. Instead Sands takes the channel, and Traore with a great tackle. Mendez. One time for Giannis. Inside for Efrain Alvarez. Oh, look at that for a ball from Alvarez. Sardis had it punched away from him. Just look at this for a challenge from Traore. And then picks his head up and picks out the right pass too. Traore gets it back to Sepulveda. Lonergan gives it to Sepulveda and gives him instructions, which is to go forward. Sepulveda did. Saw Makic and gave it back to Lonergan. Mendez coming back to receive it. Sepulveda. Over for Lonergan. Back to Sepulveda, who was most recently with the U-18 national team at the camp in June. At the top for Traore. Traore bumped off the ball, and it will be a foul on Dante Polvara. In between the playoffs in Oceanside and championship weekend here in Soap Soccer Village, we'll get back to that in a second as you see the foul there. But in between that, Mendez and Alvarez both scored in LA Galaxy 2's game on July 1st over S2. It was a 5-3 win in which Yanez and Hernandez both played as well. So these guys were on duty with the 18-19s, winning their group in the playoffs in the quarterfinals, then went and played in the USL with Galaxy 2, and then came back and traveled to Kansas City to play here in these semifinals and finals here at Swope Soccer Village. It was Mendez's first ever goal at the professional level and Alvarez's 8th in 7 games. These guys are busier than I am. Floated in, Lopez comes out, elects to punch, top of the box, sent back in, and it fizzes by everybody. No touches on the way through, so it'll be a goal kick for Eric Lopez. Well, who are we kidding? I'm not very busy.
Relax, sir. Measure distances.
There's a look at the goalkeeper coming out and punching. That's why you always leave a player at the top of the box to take that shot. It's a good punch out, but nobody there for the Galaxy, and it was a uncontested shot, just not on frame from Will Sands. And this will be a free kick for the LA Galaxy in the 56th minute. Alvarez out for Giannis. Driving right at Scally. This is Giannis, and it was a good strike. But Peñaranda had it covered. Well, that's what Giannis is capable of. It's that kind of player that even if he's not having his best game, can change the course of it in an instant with one moment of magic. Here he is driving at Scally, who's on a yellow card. Saw that little window open up and knew he only had about a split second to take it, and he did. It's a good strike, just lacking the direction to beat a well-positioned goalkeeper in Johan Peñaranda. And here's Giannis again. Bit more space. Giannis onto that favored right foot, but drives it right down the goalkeeper's alley. Well, two quick chances for Ulysses Giannis. And now spinning is Reyna. Taylor Davila is getting set to check on to this game for the LA Galaxy. Be his 34th appearance for Davila. The question is, who will Davila replace? Usually comes in for Anguiano. Well, the space is opened up for NYC. Bit of a heavy touch, and Mendez gets back to intervene. It will roll out of bounds for a corner kick. And this already the 7th of the game for NYCFC, while the LA Galaxy have none. Begin to rack them up, and it becomes a numbers game. Eventually, one of them could come to fruition. In swinger from the far side. It's a good ball. Hack is there. It's the opening goal, and it's waved off for a foul. Well, that would have been Hack's 3rd goal in as many games. Let's see whether or not it was a foul. First, the substitution, as it is Anguiano's number who's up, and he'll be replaced by Davila. Ball comes in. Hack climbing. Well, I don't know. It's a good header from Hack nevertheless. Always tough to tell in those kind of scrambles. So Davila's on. He's committed to Cal, Taylor Davila. The Sherman Oaks native enters in the second half, just as he did in the semifinal against Vancouver. Which one of these NYC substitutes will come on? They're going through their paces. Well, the Galaxy's trying to build out of the back on the field. And they're able to do that. Zico Bailey streaming forward. Alvarez drives it into the feet of Giannis. He's going inside. Bombing forward ahead of him is Traore. He gets it. Traore across. And that is tremendous defending from James Sands once again. Himenawusu, so strong in this NYCFC defense, which has 15 clean sheets on the season. You see just that little pickup of the head from Giannis to see Traore coming in. It's a dangerous ball, but Sands beating Zeres to the punch. Now for Scally, those overlaps are so tough because Giannis can also cut inside. Traore wins it. And he wins the free kick. Referee was just waiting to see whether there was any advantage played. Samantha Martinez out of Cal South. Free kick as we're heading toward the hour mark at the Swope Soccer Village in the final game of the entire boys academy season. Last order of business is to crown a U-18-19 champion. And it's the Galaxy looking for the game's opening goal from the set piece. Mendez drives it in, skips all the way through. All it needed was a touch at the back post. Lonergan arriving just a split second too late. Traore has to make the long run back as well. What a ball that is from Mendez. You can't hit that into a better spot. And somehow nobody in either light or dark blue gets a touch on it. Hernandez wins the header over the taller Polvara. Alvarez. Wow. Owusu so quick to step into the passing lanes. Hack thought he had. It's a brilliant header. Unfortunately for NYCFC, it didn't count. Will Sands driving at Traore. Leaves it off. Cross comes in. Lopez had his near post covered. Over the top for Giannis. Reina gets back and makes a tremendous tackle. And look at Zeres coming back to cover for Giannis while he's down. And that's a bad foul from Zeres. And he knows that he's going into Samantha Martinez's book. Well, I think that Reina just turned him really well because that is not in Zeres' repertoire. A guy who does not have a malicious bone in his body. Samantha Martinez not going to give a yellow card, but what she did say to everybody in a Galaxy jersey is number 10 keeps getting fouled. I don't want to see him fouled again. And so you get the feeling the next person who fouls Gio Reyna is going to get a yellow card. There's two kind of persistent fouling yellow cards. One is the same player making foul after foul after foul, and the other is a player on the other team who keeps getting fouled, and the unlucky recipient of the camel or the straw that breaks the camel's back will be the one to go in the Galaxy book. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if Gio Reyna is fouled again. Offside flag is up. Such a good job by this NYC back line. As now there's going to be a change. I believe it's Vinny Lansade is getting set to check in. Well, no, they're going to keep playing. Lansade looks perplexed, was standing right at center field, ready to come on. This one skipped over Bailey. Did it take a touch on the way over? Yes, it did, says the referee. It'll be a throw-in for NYC. Now we're going to have the substitution. And this is the change that we've come accustomed to in these playoffs. It's Assad Makic whose number's up. Coming on for him will be Vinny Lansade. It's a good shift from Makic. Held up play well, brought in other players into the attack, and also put a couple dangerous balls across goal. And here comes Lansade, who's a bit more mobile, can not only place that target, but can also play as a false 9 for NYC. And Lansade has turned into something of a super sub at times. Came off the bench to score in the first playoff game against St. Louis FC. and then scored in the 90th minute to draw 2-2 with FC Dallas to confirm NYC's passage to the quarterfinals in Oceanside. Ansade, another of these many NYCFC players who's trained with the first team. Zeres, lovely touch from him. And there is the passing ability of Alvarez. A joy to watch, as is Yanez in full flight. Shot took a deflection. He kind of reminds me of Paul Pogba, the way that he passes. Sprays those balls around, and sometimes he does it so effortlessly that it looks nonchalant. Yet with just one swing of the boot can pick out a player 50, 60 yards away. Yanez, that ball could have been heading toward the far corner had it not been deflected. Traore, they've had so much more of the ball in the second half than they did in the first. LA Galaxy coming over to make the interception is Gio Reyna. Yanez with the sliding challenge to dispossess Reyna. Alvarez running forward. Just not enough height to get it over Sands. Yanez seizes the loose ball. Traore. Traore to curl it in. And Uwasu cuts it out. But it will be the first corner kick of the game for the LA Galaxy. Good defending from Kwaku Owusu. If he doesn't get to that, you could see Zeres was lurking. So it's Alvarez who comes over to take it. Outswinger from the near side. It was played with a good trajectory on it. Lonergan. I think he needs to put that back across goal rather than trying to go for the shot himself. Lonergan not happy with himself as he runs back. Lonergan, just like Davila, committed to Cal. Peñaranda's goal kick. Shouts for a handball, fall on deaf ears. Mendez dances out of traffic. And here's the fresh legs of Lansade applying the pressure. That's cheeky from Lopez. The header intercepted. The Galaxy thought with a handball, but play goes on. Hack. Sands being hassled by Zeres, gets it back to his keeper. 69th minute. This is Owusu. Now, NYC just looking to string some passes together, get their breath back, and they will look to attack. Peñaranda. Lovely piece of skill. Into the middle for Polvara. Hernandez. Alvarez. And he's just going to drive this out of bounds as there's a Galaxy player down. I believe it's Mendez who's struggling. So the trainer will come out to check on him. Both teams going to come over and get water. Reina and Jason have been so dangerous with the ball at their feet. Take a look here. He's going in. And then, ooh, a knee right to the side of the head. I hope Mendez is okay. He's a tough customer, Mendez, but that was a pretty heavy collision. Now the question is, does this serve as the water break? Or will Samantha Martinez whistle for another hydration in about 5 minutes? And the way that some of these players are coming back onto the field, I feel that this isn't going to be the official one. Unless she sends them back out to their respective benches. Coming over to speak, the fourth official, Nick Belser, Samantha Martinez. Justin Hack walking off. Kleban, always teaching. Well, Hack thought he had the ball in the net, thought he had scored his third goal in as many games from the header, but there was a foul called in the box. Not sure whether it was on him or who it was on, but nevertheless, the game remains at zeros. Polvara has a goal in these playoffs against Sacramento. 30th appearance of the season for Dante Polvara, who is sportingly coming over to check on Mendez. Nothing intentional. Just part of the game. Mendez still trying to shake off the cobwebs. A good round of applause from the stands too as Mendez gets up. Traore. Well, it's really a player that the LA Galaxy can't afford to lose. And he's going to come right back on Alex Mendez and sportingly give him back to the LA Galaxy from NYC. That's great stuff. Played forward. Scally gets it away. Reina. Wusu. Over for Sands. Wusu gets there before Yanez. Scally. Lansade making a run in the center. Sands gets it back to Scally. And well stationed at the corner of the 6 was Lonergan. Top of the box, Lansade tries to leave it off. That was a heavy challenge and both players go down. And the referee is going to stop play to check on them, even though she didn't whistle for a foul. This is Ben Alcazar who's struggling, and Traore. Good to see that Ben Alcazar's all right. Take a look, and right here, Traore stepping in. He did get the ball. The two players clattering into each other. Traore walking it off in the 75th minute. Now we're going to have a drop ball in midfield. Brian Kleban instructing Efrain Alvarez to give it back to NYC. Well, the difference is where NYC gave it right back to the Galaxy, Alvarez sends it out of bounds. And so now they'll press him. Sands gets it across. Jason. Ben Alcazar. Hack. '76th minute. Owusu. Giannis did enough to put him off, and this is Efrain Alvarez. Still going Alvarez, and he'll be whistled for the foul. And he's got to be careful, Alvarez. He's on a yellow card. Well, Alvarez is beside himself, but there's an NYCFC player who's down. Let's take a look at what happened here. Alvarez coming in. Oh, and he just ran into Ulysses Giannis, who was looking the other way. So you can understand why Alvarez is upset. And I think Samantha Martinez just calming him down. This is very good refereeing from Martinez. I think maybe she's just saying, hey, you know what, it's a dangerous play. It's a possibility of an injury, and so I need to stop playing, make sure everybody's all right. Alvarez saying that he had a potential break. This is a great job by Martinez, just having a conversation with Alvarez. The most important thing through all of this is that James Sands is okay, because he collided pretty hard with Ulysses Giannis. So this will be the official water break. Both teams gearing up for the finale in this one. Even if we reach that finale and we're still tied, we'll have two 15-minute periods of overtime, followed by a penalty shootout if still nothing separates the two sides. A reminder, plenty more soccer coming your way tomorrow as we turn our attention to the girls' championships at the U15 and U16-17 level. We'll start with FC Dallas taking on Legends FC in the girls' U15 title match, followed by Nationals versus Real Colorado. Start times are 5 and 7:30 here on USSoccerDA.com. And I'll be joined tomorrow by Carter Augustine. He's the sideline reporter for Sporting Kansas City and the play-by-play man for Swope Park Rangers. Does an excellent job, so you'll love hearing him. Efrain Alvarez back out. Because that has to be the shortest of the hydration breaks that we've seen at this championship weekend. Final 12 minutes of regulation, plus whatever stoppage time is added on by Samantha Martinez. This the last game in the entire 2017-2018 Boys U.S. Soccer Development Academy season. The last order of business to crown a U-18-19 champion. And so far, NYCFC and the LA Galaxy playing this one to a stalemate. 79th minute, and that ball went out of bounds. Efrain Alvarez. Giannis looking to run at Scally. This is Giannis. Reyna comes over to help. Giannis into the center for Alvarez and poked away. Mendez is strong in the challenge, and Bailey gets it forward. Hernandez trying to chase it down. Ben Alcazar gets there first. And it's off of him. Quickly thrown into Davila. Davila played that with a hand. It'll be a free kick out of the back for NYC. Good to see that Sands is back out there after he ran into Ulysses Yanis and wasn't looking. It's the worst kind of collisions when you don't know it's coming. This is Owusu for NYC. One back by Traore. Alvarez slides in Yanis. Hack sprinting to get back. Sands coming over. And it was important intervention from James Sands as Zeres was lurking at the back post. Intercepted by Lansalde. Sands flying forward. Lansalde wasn't making the run. Traore shielding off, played it back, and Lansalde caught him. Good sportsmanship between Traore and Sands. There's the pass from Alvarez. Yanis, wonder if he could have struck it right there. Instead, he picked up his head and saw the run of Zeres. But coming across was James Sands, who's been a titan at the back today for NYCFC. Such a great recovery run from James Sands. As Alvarez gets it across to Lonergan. Forward for Davila. Zico Bailey pushes it forward and gets it right back. Bailey steps into the space. Alvarez. Alvarez driving. Rides the challenge. Trying to slide it through. And it almost did sneak through. Davila. Hernandez. Yanis camped out on this near side. And the offside flag is up against him. So it'll be Owusu's free kick in the 83rd minute. Sepulveda steps in. Alvarez. Mendez clips it in for Davila. Alvarez. Over the top for Yanis. Beautifully bought down on the chest, puts it across, and this time it's Owusu who's there. Traore snuffs it out. Trying to slide it in behind for Jason was Gio Reyna, but it's Davila in midfield for the Galaxy. Mendez slots it over for Ulysses Yanis. Yanis now puts it into an extra gear. Yanis and Hack gets over. Gio. Ansade. Yanis is sliding challenge. Ansade gets it back to Reyna. Hack. And the pressure forcing Hack to play behind Scally. So it'll be a thrown for Traore in the 85th minute. Oh, cheeky pass from Traore as he got it through the legs. This is Zeres. The future Demon Deacon Zeres to Mendez. What a lovely ball that is for Bailey. He clips it in, looking for the run of Hernandez. Can't direct his header goalwards. Oh, what an opportunity that was. And what a delicious ball in from Zico Bailey. Look at that. And he was trying to sneak that header in at the near post. Why not try and put it back across the face of Peñaranda? Five minutes away from extra time in this U-18-19 U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championship. And the offside flag is up on the near side. Assistant referee Sarah Cortez saying that Jason came back from an offside position to receive the ball. Alvarez. Davila. Space for Hernandez. Flying into the gap is Bailey. Swept away from him, but it will be the second corner kick of the game for the LA Galaxy. Will we have a late winner here? Sepulveda has gotten forward from the back, as says Lonergan. Giannis is hanging out at the near post. Alvarez will have an in-swinger from the far side. Giannis coming in short. Alvarez took a deflection. Third corner kick for the Galaxy. Hack has been really impressive through the entirety of these playoffs. Alvarez. Looks like this time he's going to play it into the mix. Oh, it's a good ball. Traore's there. Headed away from him. Herculean defending once again from James Sands. This is a dangerous ball in from Alvarez, and there was Sands to clear it before Traore could pounce. This will be a throw-in for the Galaxy. Pressing for the game's opening goal in the 88th minute. Traore hasn't been able to run today, and he runs out of real estate on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for NYC. And Traore is going to be admonished by Samantha Martinez for poking the ball away. Oh, Bailey got the ball. Sands to bring it forward. 89th minute. And Zaris still pressing. Love his industry. Owusu. Into the space. This is Will Sands. It's a good hit. So close to the game's opening goal. And what at this point would surely be the winner. Great little change of pace and change of direction from Sands to set himself up for that shot. Here it is, just turns on the jets, quickly changes the direction of the ball. You can see the frustration from him for not hitting the target. But in truth, it was an excellent effort from Will Sands. Final 30 seconds of the 90. Traore able to flick it past Sands. It goes out for an NYC throw-in. into Reyna. Shielding off Alvarez. Giannis gets back to help defend, but Reyna gets it into Hack. The far side, can't get it over Bailey. Let's head her back for Lopez. But Sade almost got across Lopez. And there will be 7 minutes of stoppage time.
The referee has added a minimum of 7 minutes of stoppage time.
7 minutes for either side to find a winner, or else we will need extra time in this U-18-19 final. For the Galaxy, it would be their second extra time match in succession. And safety first from Giannis as he smacks it all the way down to Peñaranda. That one skipping underneath the legs of Reyna. Alvarez is in space. Davila. It's a good spin from Davila. Holds off the next challenge. Giannis. A great job to cut that ball out by Nico Ben Alcazar. Has Jason on the far side. And now Ben Alcazar spins and gets it back into midfield. This is Scally working on Traore. Scally skips by him, puts in the cross, punched away by Lopez. Alvarez leaves it off for Traore. Lopez has been stellar in this game. It's a heavy challenge. And this is going to come back for the free kick as Giannis was mowed down. And now what's the referee going to do here? It's Scally. And it's going to be a yellow card for Scally, who's off. So in stoppage time, that should be Scally's second yellow, as he was shown one back in the 29th minute. Now Samantha Martinez has realized it, and out comes the red card for Joseph Scally. So into stoppage time, NYC are down to 10 men, unless Martinez showed the yellow card to the wrong player. Well, let's take a look at the foul. The bench is up in arms, and it was Owusu, not Scally, who committed the foul. So Owusu should get the yellow. And Owusu has yet to go in the book, so this match should finish 11 v 11. Oh, it is the wrong player. Scally should still be on the field. This one getting out of control. So now Samantha Martinez, what is she going to do? The entire bench is up. All the coaches are out of the technical area. Matt Pilkington telling his coaching staff to get back to the bench. Well, it was Owusu who committed the foul, and it was a bad foul, but it should not be a yellow card for Scally, as he wasn't in the vicinity. And so now Samantha Martinez correcting it, says it's her fault. Scally will stay on, and Owusu will get the yellow. So this game will finish 11 v 11, and extra time should start 11 v 11. Well, it took some time, but it was a good correction by Samantha Martinez. And here is Scally, who will still be on the field, putting in a dangerous cross. And it was punched away by Lopez. And through all that, we should say that Ulysses Yanis is okay, which is also good. Now charging it is Lensalde. Traore got it away in time. Sepulveda. Well, how much more stoppage time will be added on to the stoppage time? Traore pokes it into the path of Alvarez. Over for Davila as Hernandez on the far side. Still going Davila, wants to thread it through. It's a beautiful ball from Davila. Hernandez latches onto it on the far side. Plays it at the top of the box for Alvarez. Brings it down, skips by one, but can't get by Hack. That is why he's one of the best number 6s in the Development Academy, Justin Hack. Yanis. Alvarez over the top for Zeres. Flag stays down. Yanis wants it on the wing. He gets it. Alvarez, he can hit him from here. Shot was charged down by Polvara. Traore. That ball stayed in. Polvara. Ansade on the charge. Has Sands to his right. Leonardo Sepulveda. That's tremendous one-on-one defending. And then it cuts inside of Lansade and draws the free kick. Taken for Hernandez. Waiting for Bailey to arrive on the scene. This is Efrain Alvarez. Looking for Bailey. It's a bit ambitious of a ball. This was cut out by Ben Alcazar on the far side. Inside for Alvarez. Traore wants it. Now Traore has a couple of options. Traore dances into the box. Traore, top of the box. Alvarez! Well, the move of the match. So close to producing a match winner. Alvarez inches away. But what a run this was by Didi Traore. And then a great job to pick his head up and get it back. And Alvarez struck that perfectly. Just couldn't guide it into the far corner. This surely has to be the last action of regulation. I believe Martinez is going to add more time for the confusion on that last yellow card. Alvarez was so close to finding the winner. Over the top for Yanis. 99th minute. Yanis slides it inside, too far for Alvarez. And intercepting is James Sands. Traore getting a big boot up in the air. Hint of dangerous play perhaps, but it will be a throw-in for NYC. Yanis. Too far ahead of Zeres. Is there time for one more NYC attack? Reyna at walking pace. Owusu. Zeres hassling him. We will need extra time in the U-18-19 championship as it ends 0-0 between NYCFC and the LA Galaxy. That man's so close to ending it in regulation, but his shot skipping just wide of Peñaranda's far post. And we will have two 15-minute periods of overtime. And then, if still tied at the end, we will have penalties. So we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with you for extra time here on USSoccerDA.com. "90 minutes plus 9 minutes of stoppage time couldn't produce a goal between New York City FC and the LA Galaxy. Just off screen, the captains going through the coin toss. It's Alex Mendez and Nico Ben Alcazar. The LA Galaxy really bossed the last part of this game, but were unable to find the winner. NYCFC been very dangerous when they've gone forward as well. We will have two 15-minute overtime periods. No golden goal. So if one team scores, we're going to play all the way through to the end. And then if still tied at the end, we will have penalties as NYCFC getting ready to make substitutions. And coming off is Will Sands to be replaced by Jonathan Hernandez. JJ, as he is known, making his 30th appearance of the season. And also coming in is Jonathan Valbuena, as he comes in for Andreas Jason. Valbuena, such a dangerous player with the ball at his feet. Never know what he's going to do with it, Valbuena. So two fresh bodies out on the field for NYCFC to start this extra time period. It's an interesting incident deep in stoppage time where Owusu committed a foul on Yanez. It's Samantha Martinez showed the yellow card to Joseph Scally, which would have been his second instead of Owusu, then produced the red, then realized her mistake, so she changed it. So we start this extra time period 11v11, but there are a plethora of players who, if they go into the book a second time, will be off. Galaxy playing their second straight overtime game as the Vancouver Whitecaps took them the distance. The Galaxy scoring goals in the 110th and 120th minute through Mendez and Alvarez to win that one and make it into this final. And they're going to have to do it again here if they are going to lift the trophy. We'll switch sides at 105 minutes.
Number 11, Jonathan Mendez. Replacing number 18, Will Sand. Also coming into the game, number 39, Jonathan Valbuena. Replacing number 30, Andre Davis.
Jimenez. Reyna gets back to Scally. Inside for Jimenez, unable to skip by Traore. Traore doesn't let the ball through either. Hack. They put the ball in the back of the net off of a corner kick, which was called off for a foul in the box. Both teams have had their chances in this one. Shocked we're still scoreless.
Tracking runners early. Alex, tracking your runner.
This is Valbuena.
Lines up a little bit.
Back it comes to James Sands, who's had a tremendous game.
We just watched, man.
Just a bit too much in the end, but it was a good run from Jimenez. You could see the fresh legs on the Norwalk, Connecticut native.
Alex, coach us out, go high. The actions, all of us. The actions. Get there, get there, get there.
Valbuena into the box. Zico Bailey plays it forward, and now the referee pulling this back for the foul.
Alex, we're getting stuck in the same little run in the same area.
I believe it's, I want to say Giannis who's down, but I'm not sure. Can't see the number. Martinez coming over to have a word with Valbuena. It's actually Hernandez. It's good to see that he's okay, and he's on the ball.
You wouldn't want to drink this right now if you were.
94th minute. Alvarez unable to get it past Hack. Jimenez steps in, but Alvarez gets it off to Mendez. Hack slides it away. Forward for Lansade. Running at Lonergan. Lansade slides it through, just missing his target. It's safety first by Ulysses Yanez. The first warning shots of this extra time period being fired off by NYCFC. Let's look at that ball sent in for Polvara. And great job by Giannis getting back to defend. He's usually one of the highest players up the field, Giannis. Scally. There was a moment when Scally thought he was shown the door in this match. He's still on. And rightfully so. His second yellow card was incorrectly given to him. Samantha Martinez corrected her mistake. Davila. Alvarez. Lonergan. Inside for Mendez. It's the hero the other night, Alex Mendez. Can he be here again? Davila. Mendez. Good quick ball movement from the Galaxy, and it's opened things up for Alvarez. Far side for Bailey. Yanez is just hanging out on this near side. Alvarez at walking pace. Leaves it off for Mendez. Traore is invited to bring it forward. Hack cuts off the passing lane to Davila, who commits the foul. And now Jake Arteaga getting set to come on for the LA Galaxy. And he is going to replace Hernandez. So another shuffle of the deck by Brian Kleban. And so now Zaris has gone wide to the right. And Arteaga will come into the midfield alongside Mendez. And Alvarez is up top. So it looks like Zaris comes over where Jorge Hernandez was. Taking his position is Alvarez. And coming into Alvarez's position is Jake Arteaga. Arteaga was teammates with James Sands for the US U-19s in the Slovakia Cup earlier this year. And this is James Sands. Inside. Valbuena scoops it over the top. And the cross snagged out of the air by Eric Lopez. 98th minute. The Galaxy continue to build out of the back. Always committed to their principles, the LA Galaxy. Yanez is offside. And he smartly doesn't shoot it after the referee had already admonished him. Well, here was the opportunity for NYC as Ben Alcazar gets there, puts it across, took a deflection. And Lopez had his near post covered. Perhaps his foot stepped out, but it's the ball that needs to be in. So there was no corner kick. Hack. Yanez has space to run. And he's brought down. And James Sands is the guilty party. As he came across. Just stepped across Yanez, and he gets the yellow card for it. Sometimes that's the only way to stop Ulysses Yanez. It's what's known in the game as a tactical foul. Samantha Martinez had no other option but to produce the yellow card. Traore unable to skate inside Jimenez. And then Ansades, there were little extracurriculars behind the play. And we'll see what Traore does here. Well, Traore is down, and we'll see what Martinez decides to do. So did look like Traore kicked out after he had went down. The trainer being called out. Traore is on a yellow card. It was given to him in the 46th minute. And take a look. Mendez pushes him down. Oh no, I think he's just rolling over, but then he does lift up that other foot. Ooh, this is an interesting decision for Samantha Martinez. Good news is that Traore is okay. I don't think Martinez is going to take any other action. Traore given permission to come back on. $112th minute. Excuse me, 102nd minute. Valbuena on the far side. Has so many tricks in his arsenal, Valbuena. But Zico Bailey able to get it away from him. Valbuena does have the throw-in. And it's Ben Alcazar who's coming over to take it. There's confirmation that it's the 103rd minute. Thrown into the box. Flicked over, the shot. Took a deflection, it'll be a corner kick for NYCFC.
They have new runners. Find yours now. Don't fall asleep, Uli. Alex bouncing. Zico on. Ian, 11's unmarked. Somebody here, 11, Jake.
Sanin gets the flick on it, the near post. That's well out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the LA Galaxy. So it was Polvara who got there. Coming back is Scally to get into his defensive position. Inside for Traore. Lovely turn from the Frenchman. Traore. Yanez. Alvarez making a run through, and he held up. Oh, you hope that he's okay. Alvarez goes down. Oh, that's so unfortunate for so many reasons. Well, hopefully it's just a cramp. Otherwise, he might have been in. Definitely happen on warm nights, as we're on the stroke, the midway point in between the first and second periods. Traore set off on the run, found Yanez, picked up his head, and slid it through, and there was Alvarez pulling up just at the top of your screen. Hopefully it's just the cramp. When a player pulls up like that, you sometimes worry about it being a muscle. With him being stretched out, you hope that it is just a cramp. So Alvarez getting stretched out, getting some hydration as well. This is a good sign. Chance for players to get water as well. Giannis and Reina having a chat. Know each other well from national team duty. And there's going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first extra time period.
Mendez, play it to the keeper. Hey, minute and a half, locked in. Let's go, boys. Alex, we gotta be sure of the replay.
Giannis has been instructed by head coach Brian Kleban to play it to Johan Peñaranda. So even in the heat of battle, with everything on the line, these players still remaining to their sporting values. And there you can see Alvarez just cramping up. The great news for the Galaxy is that Alvarez is back on. I have a feeling in a game as tight as this one goal might be enough. We're still looking for the opener. 108 minutes in. Scally running at Sepulveda. Pulls it up, pulls it to the back post. Valbuena went up for it. And it hit off of Zico Bailey last. It'll be a corner kick for NYC. It was a great ball lifted to the back post. And Bailey just enough to put off Valbuena, but it will be another corner kick for Gio Reyna. Reyna's corner, bounces through. Torre get his head on it, and then the header right into the arms of Lopez. Played the minimum 2 minutes of stoppage time. Lopez taking all 6 seconds. A booming punt downfield. Look at the corner, bounce through dangerously. Chari got a head on it. And then the header from NYC right into the arms of Lopez. Davila. Played across, left off for Davila. His shots charged down. A combination of the two center backs, Owusu and Sands. Alvarez trying to shield. Alvarez turns at the top of the box. This is Alvarez. Peñaranda gets down the rebound. Peñaranda standing on his head with the double save. And that will be the last action of the first extra time period. And it's Johan Peñaranda keeping it scoreless. Aristotle Zeres thinking, what do I have to do to get a goal here?
I think I'm going to pass out. I'm not even playing. Oh my God. This is 2 nights in a row. I can't do it.
Incredible double save from Peñaranda. First the block from Owusu. Sands was in the vicinity as well. Valbuena's clearance blocked by Bailey. And then look at this for a piece of skill from Alvarez. Shields off Hack, turns him. Able to roll in the shot. Peñaranda saves, spills the rebound, but quick reactions to get back up and deny Aristotle Zeres the potential game winner. Great work from our camera crew and our replay man, John Doherty, to bring you those reverse angles. as we will need something special to have the breakthrough in the final 15 minutes of action, or else this championship will be decided from 12 yards out. Peñaranda, a big reason why this game is still 0-0, called into action right at the end of the first extra time period, and he answered that call. See Traore getting stretched out. Reminder, there's even more soccer for you tomorrow here on USSoccerDA.com. So we'll have the girls U15 and U16, 17 championships. Veljko Pekovic will check into this game for NYCFC. 28th appearance for Pekovic, who's trained with the MLS side. Has 12 goals this season, Pekovic. And it's a like-for-like substitution as he replaces Dante Polvara. Still 0-0 thanks to that man, Johan Peñaranda. So we are getting set for the final 15 minutes of this match, and penalties if necessary, in the U18-19 Boys U.S. Soccer Development Academy Championship. Just a good look at Pekovic in his third year with NYCFC in the Development Academy. Lopez may still have his part to play in this one, especially if we go to penalties. Second extra time period underway. Will we have a winner? Or will we need penalties to decide who lifts the trophy at the Swope Soccer Village in Kansas City, Missouri? Tomorrow we will crown girls champions at the U15 level. FC Dallas taking on Legends FC. And then at the 16-17 level, it's Nationals taking on Real Colorado. Start times 5 and 7:30. Arteaga steps in. This is a buccaneering run. Played back. Lopez keeps it from going out for a corner. Good work by Jimenez. Arteaga. Valbuena was ghosting in on him. Bailey. Zaris. He's dragged down by Sands. Well, Sands is being pulled over. Just a talking to for Sands, referee aware he's already on a yellow. Take a look at the foul. Zaris getting by him and Sands sticking out an arm. And Zaris fell very awkwardly. Good to see that Zaris is all right. Man who will play his college ball at Wake Forest, walking off the field. Get some appreciation from his head coach, Brian Kleben. And Zaris right back on. Far side, Traore putting on some moves. And he runs out of steam. Another player who might be feeling the effects of cramps, Didier Traore. Petkovic gets it back from Ben Alcazar. Go to the far side. Reyna picking it up from a deep position. Inside for Scally. Mendez was making the run into the channel, and Scally played it out wide, so it'll be a throw for the LA Galaxy. 110th minute. Traore comes over to take this throw in. Chance for NYC to lock him in. Zaris. One back by Jimenez. Jumps over the challenge. Jimenez. And Traore with the block. Tenth corner kick of the game for NYC. Can they make one of these come to fruition? This one to the back post, over the head of Hack. Chasing it down, Lonergan on his tail. And Hack unable to keep it in. Arteaga smacks it downfield. Lovely layoff from Owusu, first time out of the air for Sands. Reyna. Jimenez wants to run at Traore. Now we'll get it back for Scally. Played in the header, directed on goal, but Lopez is there. So he has been all game for the LA Galaxy. Valbuena whistled for the foul. About 9 minutes away from penalties. This is Leonardo Sepulveda. Davila. The high press continuing from NYC. Owusu steps in. Advantage played by the referee. Yanez gets it off for Alvarez. Trying to play it through, and it's won by Owusu. Well, that's well shielded. Jimenez flying forward. Gets off the cross, but Lonergan's there. And it will be a throw-in for NYCFC in the 113th minute. Lonergan's been so solid at the back for a Galaxy side that has 14 shutouts this season. It's the shot tipped over from Lopez. What a tremendous save. 11th corner kick now for NYC. Ansade's on the keeper. The back post, away by Lonergan. Zaris, first to it. Kept back in by Ben Alcazar. And sent the other way for Owusu to recover. Sands. Shaping out wide is Lansade, looking to run at Bailey. Arteaga's there to mop up for the Galaxy. And now they look to connect in the 114th minute. Davila's ball skips all the way through to Giannis. He's running 1-on-3. Waiting for the Cavalry to join him. Over to the far side for Zaris. Zaris brings it down. And this is Reyna. Reyna spins away from Alvarez. Still going Reyna. And he is fouled by Arteaga. And now Arteaga being called up to Samantha Martinez. We said early in the second half that the next player to foul Reyna was going to go in the book. And it is Arteaga, and he gets the yellow in the 115th minute. That could also just be a yellow for stopping the counterattack. So here's a look at that save. Great touch from Lopez. Shot may have been going over the crossbar, but in circumstances such as these, you need to make absolutely sure. Jimenez goes down. Nothing doing, says the referee. Bailey. Alvarez over the top. Giannis gets by Hack. Giannis and Hack. Textbook one-on-one defending from Justin Hack. Sands. Five minutes away from penalties. Intercepted by Traore. And he'll win the free kick. Arteaga has Bailey showing on this near side. This is Zico Bailey. Back into Arteaga. Over for Giannis. And Alcazar did enough to put him off. And Sands settles. Over for Owusu in the 117th minute. Reyna. Too far for Ben Alcazar. Sportingly played out by Reyna as he wants to make sure that Giannis is okay. As Giannis went down in a heap. Ben Alcazar also checking on him. These players know each other well from duty with the U.S. Youth National Teams. And the trainer being summoned by referee Samantha Martinez. So both teams will get a chance to get some water deep into this second overtime period. NYCFC came into this one unbeaten in their last 7 games with a record of 6-0-1. That only draw coming on the 3rd match day of the group stage of the playoffs against FC Dallas. Take a look at what happened and just overextended as he went into the challenge with Ben Alcazar. Another substitution for NYC as Rintaro Ishiguro checks in. Ishiguro, born in Japan, now lives in Harrison, New York. He's an unused sub in the quarterfinal, or the semifinals rather. Ishiguro. So Ishiguro getting his 23rd appearance of the season. Had goals in each of the last 2 games before these playoffs. Can he come off the bench and be a hero for this NYC side? He replaced Valbuena. And you wonder if that substitution was made with penalties in mind by Matt Pilkington. It'll be interesting to see if we do go to penalties, if Ishiguro is one of the 5 takers for NYC. 1 minute till stoppage time. Will we have a late winner in this championship match, or will it be decided from the spot? Offside flag stays down, cross comes in, and Lonergan is there again. Davila, Traore, back into the path of Davila. This is beautiful one-touch passing out of their end from the Galaxy, but the move peters out at the feet of Owusu. Game getting stretched just a bit here. And this is Ishiguro's first involvement. Ishiguro picks it up a gear, and Bailey with the block. And there will be 2 minutes of added time at the end of the second period of extra time. That's Ishiguro. And Alcazar's cross over the head of Jimenez and Traore. Traore gets there first, trying to shield it, and he's bundled over by Jimenez along the end line. So instead of a goal kick, it'll be a free kick. And Traore has to stretch out again. Good shielding from the Frenchman. Jimenez could either concede the goal kick or the foul. He went for the latter. The LA Galaxy getting ready to make a substitution if there's time for it. Jonathan Estrada is up in between the benches. Over Bailey, and he'll be whistled for the foul. It's Lansade who won it. It's all hands on deck now for the LA Galaxy defense. It's Reyna who's over this free kick. The tall trees are up from the back for NYC. Owusu and Sands are in there. And Traore got the first header. And Sepulveda smacks it clear. Giannis flies on it. He can't get by the defender. Giannis again gets it forward, and that was an important clearance. Otherwise, it was 3-on-1. Davila over the top. Alvarez chasing it down. Able to keep it in. Riding the challenge, Alvarez, and he wins the free kick. And this will be the last opportunity before penalties. Well, Kleben has changed his mind. I don't think he's going to bring on Estrada. Estrada has come back to the bench. And here comes the free kick from Mendez. Can they win it right at the death? Mendez to the near post, and Hack clears. We will need penalties to decide the champion between NYCFC and the LA Galaxy. "120 minutes, and neither side able to find a goal. And now it comes through the rigors of the penalty kick. Will LA Galaxy win this final for what many of these players is at the third time of asking? Or will NYCFC be victorious in their first year in the Development Academy at the 18-19 age level? It all comes down to penalties. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with you for the penalty shootout. All the drama lives on USSoccerDA.com.
For that goal? Look for that goal, okay? White. Oh no, well, so we're going that goal, okay?
Cool. And then maybe
now you're going to choose side.
No, he gets to pick. Because I think it's
so, might have to do whatever you want.
White.
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah? Come on, I give you a shot.
1 or 2.
We want to go first.
You want to go first?
First?
Thank you very much. Good job,
Good luck.
So,
First kick, second kick.
Yep.
Good job, Alex.
Remind them to stay in the center circle.
Gotta move.
Penalties to decide who is the U-18-19 boys champion of the U.S. Soccer Development Academy. It's going to be Gio Reyna to take first for NYC. Lopez dancing across his goal line. So Reyna, the U-16-17 East Conference Player of the Year, to take the first penalty for NYC. Lopez making himself as big as possible in the goal. The fourth official talking to the referee. They're not happy with something behind the goal. Well, Reyna has had a long time to think about this. Whistle goes. Reyna steps up and scores. Calm, cool, and collected from the 15-year-old Gio Reyna. And a little smile of relief as well as he walks back to the center circle. Now it's Johan Peñaranda's turn on the goal line. For NYCFC, up steps Alvarez. It's the two youngsters going first for their side. This is Alvarez on the left foot. Alvarez! Peñaranda got a touch, but too much venom on that strike from Efrain Alvarez, and it's 1-1 after round one. Well, he always looks calm no matter what the situation, Efrain Alvarez. Johan Peñaranda knew he was close. Now there's a wave of relief that comes over to you after you make a penalty. And now, Joseph Scally sends the keeper the wrong way. And shooting first gives you the initiative every time you take the lead. There's pressure on the taker to match. And now it's the captain, Alex Mendez. Mendez versus Peñaranda. Mendez. Oh, the Panenka. The audacity to do that in a final. And he walks away like it was nothing. 2-2 after round two. Almost didn't have enough on it. Peñaranda almost reacted in time. And the two scorers rejoice. This is the substitute Petkovic. Has 12 goals on the season. Can he strike from 12 yards out? Petkovic! Ferociously struck. Beautifully taken penalty from Valko Petkovic. Lopez guessed right with a shot. Was struck with pace, precision, and power. It's Aristotle Zaris who gets the ball from the referee. Zaris has been so good in these playoffs. His movement off the ball so impressive, and he has scored big goals. And this is a big penalty for Aristotle Zaris. Peñaranda got another hand to it, but it sneaks in. That's what it means to score a penalty in the championship match. Peñaranda, well, he's been getting close. The shot, just too much pace from Aristotle Zaris. Now, it's Vinicius Lansade. Lopez, standing tall in the Galaxy goal. Lansade steps up and scores. It's a really good feeling knowing that you've done your part. And frustration to see that ball fly past you. That's another substitute coming up in Arteaga. Peñaranda has guessed right on a lot of these. Arteaga saved by Peñaranda. And they have the lead after 4 rounds. Arteaga struck it at a savable height, but Peñaranda has been guessing right on all of these. And now it's the center back, James Sands. If he scores, the title is heading to New York City. This is James Sands versus Eric Lopez. Sands steps up. NYCFC are the U-18-19 U.S. Soccer Development Academy champions as they win on penalty kicks. Perfect 5 for 5 with their shots. And Peñaranda saving from Jake Arteaga. NYCFC in their first ever season at this age level in the U.S. Soccer Development Academy take the title in penalties over the LA Galaxy. What a dramatic way to end the 2017-2018 U.S. Soccer Development Academy season. Lansade struck his PK. And it's heartbreak for the Galaxy. Fought so hard, tooth and nail. And here was the save from Peñaranda. Flying to his right to deny Arteaga. And then up stepped James Sands. Buried his PK to hand NYCFC the 2017-2018 U.S. Soccer Development Academy title. Well, still plenty to come here on USSoccerDA.com, as we will have reaction from field level, as well as the medal ceremony and the hoisting of the trophy by NYCFC. But for now, from the booth, it has been a privilege to call this match for one last time tonight from Oceanside. From Swope Soccer Village. I'm Mark Serber. First of all, saying please join us again tomorrow for the girls' finals as FC Dallas takes on Legends FC at the U15 level, and then it's the U16, U17 girls final between Nationals and Real Colorado. But the boys' Development Academy season ends with NYCFC winning on PKs over the LA Galaxy. Stay with us as we will go down field side.
Good evening. I think we can all agree on one thing. The players, the staff, and the clubs in this game tonight left every single ounce of energy and passion they had on the field. One of the best games we've seen during the entire championships. And while one team is certainly disappointed, I think you can take a chance to reflect tomorrow and look back and know that this is one of the best performances between two teams that we've seen in recent time. You should be proud of yourselves. First, we'd like to acknowledge the runners-up, the LA Galaxy, and ask the team members to please come forward to receive their medal. You can stay over there. I'll direct them. Guys, this side. Shake Alex's hand, and then you'll get your medal from the boys. Sorry, Upper. A round of applause for the LA Galaxy. At this time, we would like to acknowledge and congratulate New York City Football Club on the 2018 Development Academy U-18 Championship. Congratulations. Team members, please come forward to receive your medal.
Congrats, bro. Nice game, man. Well done. High school soccer.
And before the team accepts the trophy, could the head coach, Matt Pilkington, please come forward? Academy Director Alois Vinker and Technical Advisor Chris Da Silva will present the Academy Trophy to New York City FC. Congratulations and good evening.
Hey! Woo!
Congrats, Johan. We're here with Johan Peñaranda, goalkeeper for championship-winning New York City FC. You guys just lifted the trophy. What does it mean to have come this far and to win the championship?
We set really high standards for ourselves in the beginning of the year, and it's just a relief that every single day, some people come from 2 hours away to get to training, that all the hard work paid off for our parents, our club, and everybody who supported us.
You guys held this this LA Galaxy team, the whole 120 minutes. Talk a little about your defense and how you guys were organized and kept them out today.
This team makes my life so much easier. Throughout the whole playoffs, I didn't have to really stop any shots. All I had to do was play with my feet. This LA Galaxy side was very talented with Uli and Efra. Those were two players we focused on a lot. And playing with such a good back line, it made it really easy for me just to focus on what I had to do and get the job done.
Talk about, it went to shootout. You actually did have to make a save. You came up with one big one there. What's going through your mind? What's your mentality as you approach the shootout?
Well, my whole team knows that I'm very good at penalty shootouts. So once we got into extra time, I sort of told them, let's take it into penalty shootouts. That was our mentality. We still tried to dominate the ball. That's the way we play. But I went and I knew I was going to stop all three. Unfortunately, I touched the first two, and the last one I got the job done.
And how's it feel just coming out here with all your teammates, getting the medals and lifting the trophy and the culmination of a great season?
It feels great because this is, some players are moving on now. Some are going with the first team. Some have other stuff to advance with their careers in. Some are going to college, so this is nice. Last time we're all together, last game, it was a perfect way to say goodbye to a great season.
Thank you. Congrats, Johan.
Thank you. Thank you.